Hey, welcome to Motivational Monday. How do you stay motivated? What is motivation anyway? I want to share a quick story. I don't know if it's that quick, but real quick. You're unmotivated because your goals aren't big enough. When I started, I had a car business, a car lot repair shop. And when I started that business, I was motivated beyond belief. I lived 45 miles away from my location of where I built the shop, and I needed um, insurance. And in the car business, it's called garage keeper's liability. And typically back then, it was like 53% of your salary for each employee was garage keeper's liability cost. I applied for insurance at 25 different locations, and I was denied coverage or given a quote. I think the lowest quote I got was $18,000, and I had quotes as high as $60,000. And back then, and again, I was motivated. Back then, there weren't computers. You couldn't fill out a form on a computer. It was like a 25-page form. So I filled out this 25-page form
25 times.
25 times. I was ready to give up. I was done. I was like, I would drive. I was living in New Jersey. My shop was in Pennsylvania. Again, I was 45 miles from my shop. So I would drive after work over to the territory where my shop was, and I'd find another insurance company. I had a yellow book back then. I had a yellow book, and I'd look them up. There was no cell phone. I'd look them up. But all right, here's an insurance company. Here's an insurance company. Here's an insurance company. And on the 26th time, I finally got a quote that I could afford. I don't know if I would do that today. I'll be honest. But it took the motivation for me to start that business and get that to. It was all I thought about. I was laser focused on starting that business, and I jumped through hoops, and that was just one
aspect of
that was just 10% of what I had to, the hoops I had to jump through to make that business work, just to get it off the ground and get it started. So, what motivates you?
What motivates me? Oh my gosh. Well, first off, I'm Ashley Baptiste.
I'm Gus Calabrese.
And this is the Meter Reader Live, and welcome to Motivational Monday. Thanks for the story.
Yes.
What motivates me is knowing that I can make an impact on others. So when I'm feeling small, irritated, like not playing big, not going for the big stuff, I remind myself that there are people who need to hear what I have to say. And there are people who need to see somebody getting out there and saying what they're saying. So I just assume if I'm not being my biggest self, how can I expect anybody else to?
And it's interesting because I put together a list of top 5 ways to stay motivated.
Oh, good.
And number 1 was setting
big goals.
Well, a mission. Finding your way.
Purpose.
What's your purpose in life? We have friends of ours, Alex and Miriam, who are working.
Shout out to Alex and Miriam.
Shout out to Alex and Miriam, who are working a lot in Dubai, and they teach a course on finding your why or finding your purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, if you don't have a purpose,
it's a lot harder to come up with motivational goals.
Yeah, and one thing that purpose might change over the course of your life a couple times. But my purpose is to connect people with the ideas, products, and other people they need to be the most successful in their lives. I love connecting people. So
interestingly, Gus and I have very similar purposes. So in some ways, we're able to pool our energy together as a team, and so that I think that makes a big difference for us.
Believe me,
plus I don't have to say, well, why do you have to do that? I'm like, oh, I understand, because I understand his purpose, and his purpose is very, very aligned with mine.
There are times we're unmotivated. Yesterday, actually, it was really funny. We went we went and worked out yesterday on Sunday. It was here in Fort Lauderdale. It was hot. My daughter was in town. We had every reason in the world not to go work out. Plus, I just wasn't feeling 100%. And we worked out. We had a great workout. And after the workout, I was like, Ash, man, that took a lot for me to go. I did not.
I'm like,
there were a million other things.
Go.
Yeah, there were a million other things I could have done yesterday instead of that. But one of my goals right now is just to stay in tip-top health.
Yeah.
And it's on autopilot. I don't think about it at noon every day. We hit the gym.
Well, that's it. I think part of what can help keep you motivated is if you focus on routine.
Right.
So I don't know if that was one of your five.
Number two,
yeah. Go ahead.
No, the second part of this goal, or number one, is to find your why,
right?
And an answer to that why. Stick with your why as long as that why is serving you. And number two is to set clear goals. Clear, measurable goals. I'm going to work out. Right now, we're on a 3-day schedule. We work out for 3 days. We rest, but that rest day might be a day in the pool, or a day in the ocean, or a stretch day. Part of that is eating 3 healthy meals and maybe 2 healthy snacks every day. We're talking about, here's one thing that we're trying to get more motivated on. We probably drink a little too much. We're talking about cutting back on our alcohol consumption. So, yeah, look at that. I just have a hard time with this.
Yeah.
I won't say one.
So, just quit.
The number 3 thing you can do, celebrate small wins.
Yes.
Whatever that win is, I mean, in our business.
And yesterday, that win for Gus was going to the gym. Like, he didn't want to go, but
yeah,
I'm glad you did.
I'm glad I did. I had a really good workout, and I really, I'm feeling it today, honestly. So.
As am I. Today's leg day, though. We'll be fine.
But your small wins could be, Ashley's going to get her hair cut this afternoon.
I'm so excited.
She's been trying to get it done for 6 months. Our life has been hectic trying to get from point A to point B.
Let's see. So tune in tomorrow. See how it worked out. If I'm not hiding from the camera. Oh my God.
So, number 4. This is one I'm really good at.
I am not.
Staying organized. Keeping stuff, get rid of the clutter in your life.
Yes.
Get rid of the stuff that no longer serve you.
Yes.
One of the things we were really fortunate, we had these devices. If you have young children, wanting to save every piece of art they've ever made is
it takes up space at some point.
They have a lot of new tools now they didn't have when we were raising kids.
That's true.
They have these kits that you can put all the art in there. You can take pictures of the art. You can reproduce the art into a book. You can just I got in the habit of taking pictures of what my kids had made.
Instead of sticking it up on the refrigerator.
Instead of sticking it up on the refrigerator.
I can't throw this away. He did this in kindergarten.
Yeah, and that's the one he did last week. And here's this week. And here's the next week.
Yeah,
so
at some point you got to,
so staying organized is removing clutter and being better in life and having
it helps you focus. You're right, because I'm a messy desk woman.
One of my goals today.
Yes.
One of my goals today was
Don't tell me it's clean up your desk.
Clean up my desk.
Your desk is not messy.
Well, I already straightened it a little bit.
I'm like, what happened? Yeah, no, I have the desk that looks like the Tasmanian devil came by. And I always say, but I can keep an eye on everything. I know where everything is. But there is always a point where it just gets too much and then I get distracted. So I've become a little bit better about doing that. So
number 5.
Surround yourself with positivity. Engage with people who are positive. If you are constantly around people who are negative, you will find that you are negative too.
If you're looking, and this goes for every area of your life. Say you're looking to play pickleball. You want to be around people who are playing pickleball at the level and positivity that you want to be. We belonged to a health club last year. They had pickleball. And these guys would come back in the locker room and they were yelling and screaming at each other. I'm just, I have no desire to do this.
You're turning me off to pickleball.
Yeah, but also being with the pickleball players.
Yeah.
Don't go to the golf course to learn to play pickleball.
True. Yeah. Be around people who are positive, people around who are proficient.
You want to start a business?
Trying to learn.
Hang around business owners. They'll help
successful business
owners. They'll help you get you where you want to be.
They love to give advice. Everybody does.
Everybody who's successful.
Likes to help each other.
Everybody who's successful in whatever discipline they decide to be successful in, want to help others be successful.
That's right.
We have surrounded ourselves with positive people for the last 10 years, probably longer than that. And sometimes we run into people that we used to spend time with.
Just bumping into them at the supermarket or whatever. And I go, well, you know what?
And we were like, wow,
I'm kind of
we
glad
used
we
to
don't
hang out with
them.
those people. I
And,
mean, they're not quite as
And it's
positive.
like, it's that, and that's it too. If I'm around somebody who's negative, it's infectious, just as infectious as it is to be around somebody who's motivating. So
Yeah.
I'd rather hang around positive people so that I'm staying positive too. It's really easy to get negative.
So quick programming note.
What?
We're going to bring you, we're going to try this format for the rest of the summer here. Monday's going to be Motivational Monday. Tuesday, we're going to travel Tuesdays.
Travel Tuesdays.
Wednesday will be Event Wednesday. Everything about the event world, what events you should be attending, how to use an event to market your business, how to create events. Thursday is going to be leadership. We're going to talk about ways to show up as a leader in your life in all aspects, all the way up to being a CEO of a company. I mean, we've experienced a lot of this ourselves. And Friday is going to be our
Reader Live
newsletter. Yes. So
yes, we talked about the newsletter. So
thank you for joining us.
I wanted to just mention this is kind of along the lines of Motivational Monday, but today is National Junk Food Day. So take that however you want.
Yeah, stay away from it. Anyway,
have a great day.